Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. I am so fucking angry. And that's what we're going to talk about. On this channel, we talk about everything and anything that makes us not awesome, but freaking awesome human beings. Anything less than that ain't welcome. Not here. This video is a very important video for me. And he was asked, Akbar asked me to do this video, and this one's for him, but mainly for me and everybody else, because trust me, we all deal with this every day, but it needs to be in control. And you know what we're going to talk about? It's called anger and frustration. Have you ever been angry before? Have you? I bet you have. Everybody has. But guess what? If we don't learn to handle this one very important action signal, then guess what? It is going to take control of us. Think about that. Anger. It is such an important topic, especially today, day and age. Everybody's angry. Everybody's angry. They're locked up like little prisoners. And guess what? It leads to anger because it's going against our values and our beliefs. So all anger is an action signal, if you think about it. That's all it is. It's saying to us that somebody has violated our values and our beliefs. And that's what it is. So here's the way to handle anger. Learn to channel that energy, anger energy, towards something positive and constructive. Think about that. And when you do that, you're using that anger energy to something positive. And when you do that, you're achieving some amazing goals that you want to achieve, but you're not letting somebody else taking control of that anger, of you. Anger, if you think about it, is losing control of ourselves. You're losing control of your mind. When you lose control of yourself, you have given the power away to somebody else. And why would you want to do that? Why would you not want to live an empowered way of living in your life? Why? See, anger is just a signal. It's just saying to you, so somebody has violated your values and your beliefs. And if they do that, one thing you can do is say, hey, you have doing things, violated my values, and you have crossed this line. And when you cross this line, I am not happy. So please don't do it again. And then if they keep on doing it, guess what? You have a decision to make. And the decision is what? Either disown them, give them an ultimatum, or just start ignoring them. Just fire them as your friend. You don't need people like that in your life. Think about that. Because if you keep on doing that and they keep on doing that to you, then guess what? Who's to blame? You can't blame them. You're to blame. You know why? Because you have given your power away. You had a line drawn there and they crossed it and they keep on crossing it. Well, guess what? You can't blame anybody else. Blame yourself. Because if you don't do that, that leads to frustration. Then you say, what? See, frustration, anger, all of these are intertwined. Think about that. They're all intertwined. They all lead to one or another thing. It's just an action signal. So if somebody violates your values and your needs, then you must tell them. Because if you allow them to do that to you, then guess what? Guess what? You can't blame anybody else. But say, for example, you're in a car accident, or somebody does something, it crosses you. Guess what? All you have to do is start singing, start thinking happy thoughts. Just change your state. It's all from your state, your mind. Listen, to change your state anytime, all you have to do is change one of these three things. Movement, thought, speech. Hack any one of them. And guess what happens? You've changed your state. Start singing. My favorite thing is singing. But the other thing that you can do also, think about this, is have a good saying that you say to yourself and memorize it and make it part of your subconscious mind in your filing cabinet. And then guess what? You keep on saying it. And what happens? It's programming your mind now to think in that way. And one of my favorite sayings is by who? Morgan Freeman. And I'm going to read it to you. Actually, I've memorized it. And it's in my subconscious psyche. Self-control is strength. Calmness is mastery. You have to get to a point where your mood doesn't shift based on the insignificant actions of someone else. Don't allow others to control the direction of your life. Don't allow your emotions to overpower your intelligence. Who's the boss? Think about that. Who's the boss? If you give away your power, then you're becoming a child. Think about that. Who's the boss? See, this world that we're living in is becoming angrier and angrier. It starts from the top. The people who are making decisions for us, they have no idea what the hell they're talking about half the time. See, if we let them, if we give our powers away to these people or anybody else for that matter, then guess what? You can't blame anybody else. You know why? Because I have to take the responsibility. 100% responsibility for everything in life. But we must learn to channel that energy into something constructive and positive. And when we do that, our life changes. We can handle anger, we can handle frustration, we can handle anything that we want in our life. But we just have to learn how to channel that energy. But first, we must be aware that we are angry. Then we must be aware how to channel that energy. You must ask yourself these questions. Okay, fine, he has violated my beliefs, my value. I have communicated with them what I want. Now, you have a decision to make. Ask yourself a question. How do I want to feel? Do I want to give away my powers to anybody? Think about that. And this is how it works. You do not want to give away your power to anybody. Ever. Because if you do that, your life is menial. Think about that. You have given away power. You have become a kid. See, if you don't take control of the anger, it leads to frustration. And all of these, anger, frustration, all of these are action signals. Somebody has violated your needs. Have trigger points in your life where you go by just singing so these people don't anger you. That's what I do. I do that. I sing. And there are some people who take the most out of you. Well, you don't want to be beside them. But if they're your family members, then guess what? Give them an ultimatum and limit your presence in front of them. You have that choice. It's all about choices, my friend. These people who come into our lives for what? They come into our lives to teach us a lesson, to become a better person. That's why they come into our lives. Think about that. This is how it works. If you understand this and if you practice this, your life will change. You'll see happiness in your in you. See, anger also, what does it do? It makes us agitated. It makes us sick. Literally, it gets you sick. See, anger, it raises your body temperature. Acidic level starts going up. All of these are cancer-causing things in your life. You want your body to be in Zen state all the time. You want to try that. It's hard, but you have to try. Why? Because that makes you alkalize. And when you become alkalized, diseases cannot form into you. When somebody angers you, take deep breaths. Take a couple of deep breaths. And close your eyes and think. And ask your question, how do I want to feel in this moment? And then act towards it. Because motions are precursor to your emotions. When you act in the direction that you want to feel, then guess what happens? Guess what happens? That is a precursor to your emotion. And guess what? Your emotions start changing. Thoughts lead to feelings. Feelings lead to actions. Actions lead to results. That's how it works. Self-control is strength. Calmness is mastery. You have to get to a point where your mood doesn't shift based on the insignificant actions of someone else. Don't allow others to control the direction of your life. Don't allow your emotions to be overpowered by your intelligence. The other way. Think about that. You don't want that. You don't ever want that. The other way. You don't want that. Because in this world, you have one world, one life to live. And if you live it the way you want it, under the terms and conditions that you want it, then guess what? Your life will change. I guarantee it. You'll have a blissful life. You'll have angry people around you, but you'll be like that. That's the way to live your life, my friends. That's the way to live your life. So if you think I gave you value, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And thank you for listening, my friends. Live consciously, with purpose, in this moment now, and with freaking passion. So much passion that it is freaking oozing out of you. And I mean absolutely oozing out of you.